guys. I'm going to try something new. I'm sort of hoping this will work. I'm Zooming with myself and recording. So I wanted to do this week art and the Chesapeake Bay. There's a lot of amazing artists around here that have used the Chesapeake Bay as their inspiration. One artist is Nancy Hammond. I really would hope you could look her up. I was hoping to have a picture of her, but I am having technical difficulties here and my printer is out of ink. So I can't do her. So hopefully next week we'll study Nancy Hammond. But with our Chesapeake Bay, I was going to do our food chain here. So I have a picture. I actually have two pictures. So here is one, if you guys can see. I'm going to try to zoom. Oh, no, can't zoom in. So maybe this one might be a little clearer. This one might be a little bit better. Okay, so this is our food chain. This is like all of us during the summertime who are out crabbing with their family. I know I can't wait to have some crabs this year. And oyster season is heading out. We're in our last month with the R, April. Oysters are with the month of R. That's when you can eat them. Okay, so, but now we're heading into crab season. So if I were to look at what was in our Chesapeake Bay, things that I would find, we would start with our sort of our producers here, which are our bay grasses. I actually like being able to walk into the river and find some grasses because it means it's a sign of a healthy river. And then from there, that feeds our bacteria and our phytoplankton, and our bacteria also feeds all of our shells. That would be our mussels and our clams and our oysters that we have here. You can see all of those little animals underneath the bay floor or our river floor. From there, our primary consumers, these are just our smaller little animals that exist. Kind of looks like a little shrimp here. You would have to ask Mrs. Simmons for what the exact names of these are. And from there, I would say it's probably a zooplankton in here. I'm going to give it that name. And then from there, our secondary consumers, these are smaller fish, maybe our minnows, and some of the smaller shellfish from there would be consuming these. And from there, we would have our next consumers, our larger ones, which would be like our rockfish or our herrings that you would find around here. Now it has as our largest consumer, top of the food chain would be the human, but I would also say maybe you've got your herons, your ospreys, your bald eagles that are going to come down. They'll eat that striped bass. They're pretty excited for our striped bass just as much as we are. Now, if you notice, we also can skip this food chain and go right down to the bottom and eat our delicious crabs. Well, I do love those, but so I like the whole idea of a food chain. I like the idea of doing an art project that shows our food chain. So we're going to do one. All right, I'm just going to take a piece of paper. This is straight out of my copy machine. Our printer at home, not a copy machine. It'd be nice if we had a really large copy machine, but we have a printer. All right, so I'm going to fold this like a hot dog bun. So, oh, I'm sorry, not a hot dog bun. We're going to do a hamburger bun. Hot dog would be the long way to fit our hot dog in. This is going to be our hamburger bun. I'm going to try to match up my corners. I have to put my glasses back on and give it a nice crease there. Now, we're going to go into this as if we're going to do a airplane, paper airplane. So I'm going to fold down one of my tops to meet my bottom, crease it, flip it over, take my top, fold it down to meet my bottom edge. And now, if you guys can see, it's kind of like the airplane, like the start of the wings. If we were going to do an airplane, we would flip these corners down, but we're not going to. Instead, I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip the top part back up and just sit it down. Or flip the back side. Backside might be a better word. The back side, flip it up and just set it down. And now, if I pull this down, it would open up my entire piece of paper. Okay, from there, I'm going to think about my food chain. What do I want to have on my food chain? Do I want the person, the human, to be at the top of the food chain? Do I want the striped bass to be at the top of the food chain? What do I want to be at the top of the food chain? The eagle, the osprey, the blue heron, what do I want? So I started doing a human. I don't expect you guys to do people. People are really tricky. I've not really taught you guys how to do people yet, but I will give you a hint with what I started doing. If you guys can see, started doing my human here. I have to make it much darker. My pencil's about to break. I gave him a mustache, bottom lip, his chin. But what I noticed is when I went to go do the head back here, it became disproportionate. So what I decided, when you guys start doing your top of the food chain, have them start halfway through this on the piece of paper. So this is my guy again. I'm gonna just go over top. Purple is the first color I reached for. So I'm gonna do it with a purple. I'm gonna do my nose, my forehead, again, my mustache, my bottom lip, chin, the back of the head. Back of your head is just going to slide off the piece of paper, and that's okay. That's what you want. You don't want to have this line coming down here to show the back of the head. You want it to go off the edge. I'm going to put my eye in. There's my almond shape, the eyeball. Remember, you don't see all of the eye. This looks a little strange. This is way too quick. So I would definitely like to do this a little bit differently. But needless to say, what happens when I open it up, I can have my big mouth in here. Here's my big mouth. If you guys want to have fun with it, add some teeth. Actually, let's just do square teeth. There you go. Kind of fun. So when you close it back up, unfortunately you'll see this, so my mouth probably should start it up there. Now inside, I'm gonna put my bass in there. So I will draw my bass. Again, first color I reached for. His open mouth, because he's gonna be eating something. And then it looks like he's gonna eat. Ooh, let's do some, like a smaller minnow, maybe. Itsy bitsy minnow. Trying to swim away. All right, it's kind of fun project. We can definitely make it way more detailed. Here's another one that I did sort of quickly. I did my striped bass. Looks like a normal striped bass just swimming along. But you open her up, and then he's gonna be eating our smaller fish, maybe our heron, and then our zooplankton down there, a little shrimpy shrimp. So let's see what you guys can create with this. Now, if you guys have mastered this, please upload it for the 3rd and 4th grade. Please put it on your Padlet. I'm going to try to maybe create a Padlet for kindergarten, 1st and 2nd, just as an option if you guys want to try it. But if not, that's okay. So, whoop, he's eating it. All right, so that is our Chesapeake Bay and Art for today. I'll post another video on Friday for another project that you could do that incorporates the Chesapeake Bay and things that we find around here. Farming in general is what I'll be doing, and art. All right, have fun with this project. Create some fun things. Think even outside of the Chesapeake Bay, what else you can create. Let's say if you are gonna eat something, and what did that something eat to get there? So anyway, kind of fun. All right, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.